Yo, what's up guys, welcome back for another Yugioh Pro Duel video. New agents support cards, they were recently revealed, and next to the first wave of the structure deck, right? So recently the new, second wave, from the structure deck was revealed. A couple of new cards, one Searcher. Basically they wrote a fantastic card. It kinda increases the consistency and the problem, or at least one of the problems the deck had before, the fact that Earth wasn't really searchable in a solid way. But now it is, and not only Earth, but stuff like your Majesty Hyperion, for example, or your new hand trap is also searchable by this new Rota card. They also got a new Synchro, which I kind of overlooked in the beginning, but it's a solid one. It has like a Book of Moon effect during your opponent's turn if you control Sanctuary in the sky. Plus it's a level 5, which I kind of preferred, let's say, a level 4 or level 6, but level 5 makes sense, both Earth and Venus. Plus it's a tuner, level 5 tuner Synchro, so it's summonable off of Helgi Fibrex, right? The build you just saw, it's not too much different compared to the build I had a couple of weeks ago, but double prosperity, again, there's, guys definitely don't really like the two-pot choices, but the thing is that in my first build I had triple prosperity there, obviously because of consistency and digging for stuff like Earth or Venus, your most important openers, but because one of the new structure deck cards is like a Rota, it kind of increases the consistency for the deck a lot. So I was like, well, maybe I could drop one prosperity in the main deck or from the main deck for one Eva. Attacked Eva, right? Because, Herald's discarded, there are stuff, there's the Chaos Space Engine. Herald is there to discard Eva if you happen to draw it, right? To get those beneficial searches, as it is, stuff like Drytron. The strategy, I guess, of the deck is pretty much the same as it was before. The video that I uploaded a couple of weeks ago. I still prefer the Chaos Space Engine, with the only targets, I guess, being Dark Creator and Wyvern, Burstar and Collapse Serpent. Because, it makes the deck just more explosive, link plays, synchro plays, right? Plus, and I know people suggesting it, as you saw in like the side deck, which is not really a side deck, is, what is it called? Herald, Diviner with the level 9 Trias, which one I mean, Hierarchy, and the combo of normal summoning Herald is basically your 1-card level 10 synchro play, but I'm not a huge fan of that because a normal summon is so crucial for the deck and you want to keep your normal summon either for Earth or Venus, so adding in Herald, which on its own is not an ancient monster, I'm not a huge fan of that. Plus, you're running, I guess, Briggs. Well, Briggs, the level 9 monster, effect monster, is not really... It's not really that bad if you draw into it. You'd rather just want to send it to the graveyard with Herald, obviously. But running it like a level 1 tuner, that might be that brick to go for that 1-card level 10 synchro play. So I'm not a huge fan of that, just scale space. Increases the consistency of the deck by a lot. I mean, these fields are quite standard for the deck. Even though, you get interrupted, it's still there. So something I haven't mentioned yet is and that was kind of... At least we could definitely could have expected it, the fact that agents are getting a new Link monster as well, a Link 2, so sadly not a Link 1. Maybe a bit of wishful thinking, something like, Prank It, Get or Got, but sadly not the case. Their new Link 2 does have a couple of advantages. Of course, it's being like an agent monster, and that's important because of the targets, Master Hyperion, whatever. It's a Link 2, needs 2 fairies, so for the deck it's not that hard, not generic. Plus, I think the most important thing to why it's, or at least why it could be used, it's for Link summon, obviously, for Link upgrades, because again, it's your easy to go Link 2 monster with, let's say, 2 Shine Balls. Plus, you'll get the Foolish Burial effect, as in Foolish Burial, either your Sanctuary in the sky, which you're probably not going to do, or any you know, ancient monster that reads, or fairy monster, I guess that reads Sanctuary in the Sky. So I'm just looking at their new level 8 Dark, is it Majesty Hyperion? I believe so. The Master Hyperion that can be special summoned from the graveyard. So just full issue to the graveyard, reborn it again. Basically link upgrades, and from then on, from there you can potentially go for their link 3, discard, maybe search Christia, you know, because that's still strong, right? So again, going first, getting some you know, some shine balls over there. That's the thing, right? Shine balls for the easy fairy, you know how it goes. And Herald, I guess, is your Called by the Grave 2.0. It's thing is Call by the Grave, okay, it's at 1. Advantages, disadvantages, yes, no. But, I mean, more, I've mentioned this before, but more casual decks definitely liked the Call by the Grave since they're more vulnerable to the, you know, to hand traps. Well, top tier decks as well, but, you know, they can recover much easier compared to lower tier decks, right? So this is a cool field. Cool interruptions here with the Synchro 2003 on the deck. That's decent. Plus again, if you have Sanctuary in the Sky, you can put your opponent's monster face down once per turn. So that's a cool interruption. Plus it's summonable off of Helgi Fibrex, and as you saw, there are other options like TG Hype. No, it's TG Wonder Magician. Yeah, for that potential level 5 Synchro play during your opponent's turn. Yeah, it's there. But I prefer Formula for Herald. Yeah, Herald, or with level 8 go for a level 10 Synchro play. So, but again, that's, you know, that's up to you. Going first again, Prosperity is an iffy one. Depends, well, it obviously depends on your hand, but if your hand is terrible, like no starter, no Rota, no Earth, no Venus, I feel you should definitely mill, well, Excavate 6, I guess, Reveal 6, Excavate 6. That's obvious. Increase the consistency or the chances of drawing into one of your starters, preferably Earth, because again, that didn't change. Normal summon Earth is still a very powerful one-card combo for Helgi, for Plague, which followed up by any level 8 higher level monster. Majesty Hyperion, Master Hyperion is your your new agent level 10 Synchro. So that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I've seen builds running, or they weren't running the Chaos Ruler, and I'm like, I feel it's such a powerful. I mean, any light and dark deck can run it, right? And the fact that Plague Spreader is so easy summonable from the graveyard, for example, and with your Shine Balls, or with Wyver, you know, Collapse Serpent, Wyver Burstar, Shine Ball, Plague, that's an instant level 8 Synchro play. Plus, if you're going first, you can heavily rely on your rank 8 Exceed plays. Chaos Ruler helps with that, going for an easy Titanic Galaxy. It can go for a level 10 Synchro play, plus Reborn itself for another rank 8 Exceed play. So, it just goes too well with the deck. And Fleur is definitely next to the Hyperion level 10 Synchro. One of your 2 level 10 Synchros you are going to with this particular deck, right? So anyway, something I haven't mentioned yet is that going first, the deck is okay. It's not, you're with the new support. I think we can definitely expect more support, but going first, this seems like a decent strategy. I mean, a couple of negations. If you have the opportunity to go for Appaloosa, you should go for Appaloosa with Master the level 10 Hyperion, maybe Fleur as well, some interruption with Helgi, and go from there. But the problem still stays the same, and the deck is still super vulnerable to its normal summon. Okay, the new hand trap kind of helps out with that. Let's say if your opponent like strikes or gammas your Venus, you can reborn it with your new hand trap. So I guess that's cool, but you know what I mean. It's going second, breaking your opponents. I mean, I had some matches against Dragonlink, for example. Going first, you can go for Christia. Most of the time you win that one, but if not, going second, if your opponent has multiple disruptions, it's very hard for this deck to come back after that, simply because your normal summon Earth or Venus is so important. Then again, you kind of need like the perfect hand to play around that, or force your opponent's negation, and maybe you can capitalize on that. So Discard, you know, the hand trap, trying to target, well, it doesn't really target, I guess targets upon resolution, I guess, if I'm not mistaken, and Venus was banished, so a kind of weak normal summon here, but you see the problem, right? Even though Sky Strikers is a strong deck, it's a meta contender in nowadays, 2021, but deck, well, in case of, you know, agents, fairies, it still struggles. Negated their normal summon, Ash Blossom. It's hard for the deck to come back after that, unless you maybe have like a follow-up play. Maybe an healthy Fibrex play after that for Plague. And then you could follow it up with level 8, you know, level 8 into level 10, so that could potentially be a recovery play. So maybe running more tuners could be an option to, let's say, you know, the Tenyi, what's it called, the Tenyi level 1, you know, the tuner. I guess opening up those healthy plays, plus it's a level 1, so for, you know, with level 9, with Trias Hierarchy, I believe the name is. Yeah, probably just butchered the name, but you know which one I mean. But again, I'm not a huge fan of that. So I'm happy with the build, but I think we can expect more support from the structured deck. A couple of more cards to be revealed, hopefully. But what is the deck missing? Good, I guess something for Sanctuary in the Sky, a better version, other than the Parsat version we got like some time ago. But upgrade to that would be very, very nice. And the Link 2 should have had the capability to give you the extra normal summon, because again it has the capability to search Earth. So imagine searching Earth plus the extra normal summon. That would have been very nice, but sadly not the case. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Latium signing out. Peace.